Ben, a famous author, is feeling lost. He has written many books, but now he can't seem to write at all. His recent heartbreak left him feeling empty and unable to put any words on the page. To find peace and inspiration, he decides to leave the city, renting a small cabin in a quiet, remote town. The cabin is simple but cozy, surrounded by green trees and bathed in soft sunlight. As he walks across the wooden floors, the faint smell of pine fills the air, making him feel calm for the first time in months. Ben thinks to himself, maybe I can find my story here. On his first day, as Ben is unpacking, he hears a knock at the door. He opens it to find a woman with bright, curious eyes and a warm smile. Hi. I'm Lily, the owner of this cabin, she says, her voice lively and welcoming. Ben, a little shy, gives a small smile back. Hello, I'm Ben. Lily's eyes scan the room and spot his books and notebooks. Are you a writer? She asks, her eyes sparkling with interest. Yes, but I haven't been writing much lately, he admits, a hint of sadness in his voice. Lily gives him a mysterious smile. Sometimes, life isn't just about the words on a page. Let me show you around the town. Maybe you'll find something to write about. The next day, Lily takes Ben to explore the town. It's small, with only a few shops, a cozy cafe, and a bookstore that looks like it's from another time. Everyone seems to know each other, and they greet Lily warmly, giving Ben curious glances. They stop by a beautiful lake, where the sunlight sparkles on the water. Lily picks up a small stone, tossing it into the lake and watching the ripples spread. Life is like this, she says. One small action can create big changes. Ben is quiet, thinking about her words. He wonders if he too could change, find inspiration, and start fresh. Ben and Lily start spending more time together. They talk about life, dreams, and fears. Ben learns that Lily has her own painful past. She used to be an artist, but after a difficult experience, she stopped painting. She doesn't share the details, and Ben doesn't ask. They seem to understand each other without too many words. One evening, Lily invites Ben to a local music event. At first, he refuses, but she gently pulls him along. Sometimes, you have to step out of your mind to really live. That night, Ben listens to the music, watching people dance and laugh around him. For the first time in a long while, he feels a little lighter, a little happier. Lily's laughter beside him feels like a song, lifting his spirits. The next morning, Ben feels a spark of inspiration. He sits by the cabin's window, looking at the sun shining through the trees, and begins to write. His new story is different, personal, real. He writes about new characters, new places, and emotions he never dared to explore. Lily notices his change and smiles. I knew there was a story inside you. You just needed a little push. Ben feels grateful, realizing how much her friendship has meant to him. But he's also conflicted. He knows he can't stay here forever. One afternoon, as Ben is walking by the lake, he sees Lily painting on a large canvas. Her brush strokes are wild, the colors bright and free, just like her personality. She looks alive, like she's found a part of herself again. He stands there, watching her, until she notices him. "You're painting again," he says, his voice full of surprise. Lily nods, smiling shyly. "Yes, it's been a long time. I lost my passion, but being with you reminded me of who I am." Ben feels his heart beat faster, realizing he's fallen for her. They have helped each other in ways they never expected. That night, Ben sits alone in the cabin, deep in thought. He stares out the window at the quiet forest under the moonlight. A question lingers in his mind. Do I really have to leave? He thinks about his life in the city, the parties, and the deadlines. But compared to these simple, warm days with Lily, the city feels cold and distant. He realizes that his feelings for Lily have become a big part of his life here. On his last night, Lily invites him to a special dinner. She prepares a simple meal, and they sit by the fireplace, talking and sharing memories. The soft glow of the fire makes everything feel warm and close. "Ben, you found your story. But remember, life is a story too. Don't just write it, live it," Lily says, looking at him with gentle eyes. Ben nods, understanding that he's found more than inspiration. He's found a new way to live. The next morning, Ben packs his things. Lily walks with him to his car, and they stand in silence. He wants to say something, but no words feel right. Finally, he reaches out and pulls her into a hug. "Thank you, Lily," he whispers. She smiles, her eyes shimmering with unshed tears. "Take care, Ben. Remember, life is more than just words on a page." Ben nods, holding her gaze for a moment before he turns to leave. As he drives away, he glances back and sees her waving. A small, familiar figure standing by the cabin. Back in the city, Ben finishes his book. It's inspired by his time with Lily, a story of healing, love, and new beginnings. The book becomes popular, but what matters most is that it changes him. He feels alive, more open to life. He keeps in touch with Lily through letters, sharing his journey, dreams, and little details of his new life. They don't know what the future holds, but both are ready to face it, holding on to the memories of their time together and the hope that life has more stories to tell.